All right. Hi, Colorado. I'm Katie LaSalle. I hope you're having a nice Labor Day. Gosh, it's been hot this weekend, but you probably heard the news. We have a snowstorm coming to the state, and it's going to approach later on tonight through tomorrow. So that's why I'm here. Just wanted to talk through it all with you. If you have any questions, I'll try and answer those as we go here on Facebook. So in terms of our weather headlines, it is going to be hot. If you've looked outside, if you've walked around, another hazy day. We have the Cameron Peak wildfire burning, unfortunately. It's dragging in a lot of the smoke, the haze. Air quality warnings are in place this afternoon across the metro area. So if you do suffer from respiratory issues, you definitely want to limit that time outside. And it's going to be hot once again in the 90s. So just to give us a little perspective of what we've seen this Labor Day weekend, we hit 101 on Saturday. That broke the record. And then it was 97, tied the record on Sunday. Today we're expecting low 90s, which officially means that we will see 73 days of 90+ degree heat in Denver this year, the most on record, at least since 2012. All right, so let's go through what the storm looks like, how much snow we're expecting, when it's supposed to arrive. It's going to be rain shifting to snow early Tuesday morning. So if you have anywhere to be in the morning, it's mainly going to be wet roads that we'll experience, especially across the metro area. Snow should pick up in intensity, and then temperatures will drop through the day. So it looks as though we'll see more accumulating snow late Tuesday into Wednesday. Freezing temperatures. So we've been talking about it this morning here on Denver 7. Protect your sensitive plants that are outside. You maybe want to cover any exposed pipes at your house. Mike Nelson was saying too that the ground has been so warm that everything underground should be fine. You don't need to blow out sprinklers, but still be prepared for some really cold weather. Our record is 95 for this Monday, this Labor Day, set back in 2013, and our averages normally this time of the year were in the low 80s with overnight lows in the low 50s, and we are going to be seeing about a 60-degree drop from right now to this time tomorrow. I definitely have to pull the coat out of the closet because I've been wearing shorts and t-shirts, as I'm sure you have too, with triple-digit heat this weekend. So in terms of our planner for the rest of the day, by 4 o'clock we'll be in the low 90s. Another hot, hazy day across the state. 100 in Pueblo, so really toasty, especially over the southeastern corner of Colorado. Low 90s, Greeley, Fort Collins, still seeing smoky skies. And then into the mountains, about 5 to 10 degrees above normal for this time of the year in the 70s and 80s. All right, here's our statewide FUTURECAST. Dry today. So if you're out and about, just expect windy, hot, dry, hazy conditions through the afternoon and evening. Then it'll be 10:30 tonight. Let's take you through this FUTURECAST if you can watch the screen with me here. It's going to be rain first. So all the areas shaded there in green indicate rainfall, and that includes Denver, north, across the eastern plains, Sterling into Burlington. A rain-snow mix will then develop. It's all going to be how the temperature drops and how quickly that's going to happen. But as of right now, models are indicating we'll be in the low 30s by 7:30 tomorrow morning. I hope my computer didn't just restart because it is doing this little spinny wheel. Let's say cancel real quick. Technical problems here on Denver 7. All right, hopefully we're still up and running. Okay, so taking us through the day tomorrow, it's going to be widespread. Snow will just keep on falling through the day. It'll mainly just be kind of wet, a little bit slushy. That heavy, wet snowfall is expected up and down the I-25 corridor, and then west into the mountains will start to accumulate more snow just at those higher elevations because obviously it will be colder. But 35 degrees by 2 o'clock in the afternoon in town with low 30s in Fort Collins, and it's going to continue into the evening hours. So this isn't just a short morning snowfall. This is going to be an all-day event tomorrow. If you have anywhere to be, just plan accordingly, please. And you can see through midnight on Wednesday, this is low 30s with temperatures gradually dropping to the upper 20s. A couple of flurries will linger on Wednesday morning, and then it's just going to stay on the cold side through the middle, and by the end of the week, we'll get back to near seasonal normals. So 34s are expected overnight low. Tomorrow, we're going to start off in the upper 30s for highs, and then temperatures are just going to take a big drop through the day. It's only going to be 37 for a high in Littleton, down through Highlands Ranch. And how much snow, you may be asking? Well, as mentioned, it totally depends on the temperature and just how fast we're going to see this front move in. It's coming in from the north, dragging in all that moisture, all that frigid air. And right now, 1 to 3 inches across the metro, mainly on grassy surfaces. We're not going to be talking a lot about a lot of buildup on the roadways. A lot of our major highways, especially I-25, should stay pretty much just wet and a little bit sloppy. And then into the mountains, that's where we're really going to see some of those slick conditions. It looks like it'll be Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, where we could see some of those slick conditions over bridges, overpasses, you know the drill in wintertime, but this is really not normal for this time of the year. Typically, we don't see our first snow or first freeze until at least October, so we went from record heat this weekend to this crazy snowstorm. I know, 2020. What can we say? It's hard to believe, but we're gonna brace for it and get through it together. Upper 20s for a low on Wednesday morning, and then flurries and 41 degrees. So it's still going to be really chilly. Big little blast of winter here, but then the storm will move out and will gradually warm back up through the end of the week. 55 on Thursday, sunny, milder on Friday with highs in the low 70s. And then finally, by the end of the weekend, we'll talk more seasonal normals. Then I will tell you that it looks like, at least by next week, our extended forecast, that we'll get back to temperatures in the 80s, sunshine, more fall conditions. So I know we're jumping from summer to winter too quickly, but fall will return and we'll see some more seasonal temperatures as we go through early next week. So we'll get through it. I'm going to try and get back on Facebook here because I want to read some of your comments if we're chatting. Apocalypse snow, says Michael Loveland. Yeah, I feel you on that one. And it's definitely going to be a cold one. So let's go through snow totals once again, just sort of our future casts, what we are looking at, because it could change, of course, but this is what we know based on the timing of the storm as of now and how much moisture is associated with this cold front. It's going to be widespread. It's going to be pretty much all of us getting some dose of moisture, which I think is awesome because the Cameron Peak wildfires, we have major fires still burning across Colorado, and it'll be really nice to get some moisture moving in here. So today, it's just going to be sunny, hot, breezy. The winds, though, really a big problem. Fire danger is still a big concern, especially just west of town. Northern Colorado, you're seeing that smoke. The winds will get up to about 35 miles per hour, and then they'll shift in from the north with the approach of that cold front, and it'll really be howling later on tonight. Some even blowing dust will come up, and you'll know the storm is a-coming. So it's that warm before the storm. Clouds increase, looking at our future cast for tonight. Upper 50s, low 60s, still around 10, which we started off pretty much today with our overnight lows, and it's rain first. So 2:30 in the morning, all the green there, that's rain. You see that purple line is a rain-snow mix, so it'll start to switch over from rain to snow. Snow will fall from the sky, but I think, yes, a lot of it will melt once we get into the morning drive. So 6:30, we're blanketed in cloud coverage, in snow showers, off and on through the day. That's it, but here's the thing, it's not really going to impact as much to the west of the divide. So a lot of our northern and central mountains, they'll get hit, but this is that upslope, that low pressure system stalling over Colorado that's bringing that cold air and snow into the Front Range. So here's tomorrow, 36 degrees in Broomfield, 6:30 in the morning. It's going to be like a shock to the system. I don't think that I'm fully prepared for it, but low 30s. This is Aurora tomorrow at 5:30 in the evening. It'll continue off and on through the evening as well. As we mentioned earlier, it looks like the snow won't really start to accumulate in neighborhoods until about Tuesday afternoon and evening. So tomorrow, mainly just some soggy conditions, and then it's going to get a little bit worse as we go through the day because the temperatures are going to fall pretty rapidly. You can see 29 in Castle Rock. We have not seen temperatures like this since winter, early this year, and then we go through the rest of the morning, and that's just when we gradually clear out on Wednesday. So our almanac, normally we see low 80s, and our record is 95, set back in 2013. Let me see if I can pop on Facebook here. Anything else? Any other questions that you guys may have? Comments? Loading. I just hope the snowfall helps put out the fires, from Karen Rose Carter. Girl, me too. And it looks like it will, especially if it's starting as rain. That'll really help douse it. And then the temperatures are going to be so much colder, and especially over Larimer County, we had the chance again on Thursday of seeing a few showers off and on. So it's not like it's just going to be the one hit of moisture, then it goes away. We still have the possibility through the end of the week of seeing some much needed rain. And the snow is really unusual for this time of the year, but hey, I mean, if it helps put out the fires, I'll absolutely take it. So let's talk a little bit more about today, shall we? It's Labor Day. Hopefully you're having a nice one. We definitely threw some burgers on the grill yesterday, but it was crazy how much ash was falling from the sky in Denver, just coming down. It was kind of like made your eyes water a little bit. But similar story for today, just unfortunately the winds are going to be gusty from the west, dragging in some of that smoke and haze to the I-25 corridor, even over the eastern plains. Winds will be strong, and then through about dinner time it is still going to be in the 90s here in town. 10-day outlook in terms of our temperatures, what we're expecting over the next 10 days. Definitely going to be below average. California, still warmer than average. We've seen extreme heat over the west coast. You've probably seen some of the news about the fires burning out there. You know, you put things in perspective, we have it okay. So Colorado taking us through 10 days, a little bit cooler than average, especially over the eastern half of the state. Tomorrow, statewide, our highs, 37, and as we talked about, the temperatures will drop through the afternoon, so that's just going to be our high, and then from probably, it looks like about 9 o'clock onwards, it's going to be mid to low 30s for a lot of us here and around the metro area. 39 in Steamboat, still 40s up into places like Aspen, Eagle. We're not expecting as much snow into our central mountain valleys, mainly just it's going to be over the eastern plains. Could even see some blizzard-like conditions over portions of I-70 out there near Burlington where the winds will just be howling. If you do need to be out and about, definitely play it safe on the roads. It's going to be Tuesday night through early Wednesday where I think that things could get a little bit dicey. But yeah, it's something that we'll probably all remember. It's 2020, I feel like, what else could happen this year, from record heat over Labor Day weekend where we have hit more 90 plus degree days than we have seen pretty much ever. We tied the record of, we usually don't see this kind of heat in Denver, and then we go from that to an early September snowstorm. So I hope you guys all stay safe, and Mike Nelson will be in just a little bit later. We'll be sure to keep you updated as snow totals come in tomorrow and in through Wednesday. Let us know what you're seeing. Send in photos because we love to see those. It's nice to get a gauge of what's happening all around town. We'll be live starting at 4:30 early tomorrow morning on Denver 7, and we'll be sure to keep you posted on how this storm forms. And yeah, snow total's still a little bit iffy at this time, but definitely expect wet weather, very cold temperatures, and gusty winds. Stay safe, and we'll check back here later at Denver 7. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.